Hey everyone, good evening. I hope I am audible and visible to all of you. Aishwarya, Kashit, Payal, Preeti, Ramita, Shafia, Shivani, Soumya, Spurti, Suhana, Vaishnavi. A very good evening to all of you who are present today. I hope I am clearly audible as well as visible. You can reply directly to me in the chat box itself. So you don't have to message Gaurav sir or Khushbu ma'am. You can just directly message me through the chat box and I will be able to see your messages. Good evening, Ashwarya. Good evening, Harshita. Let's wait couple of minutes so that each and every one of us, the complete team, can join us. In the meantime, we can greet each other in the chat box. Okay, Ashwarya. So how are you doing today? How is all of you doing today? I can see multiple other people waiting in the room. Let's admit them all. All good, sir. Okay, great. And what about the West? Not audible to them. Good evening to all those who just joined. I hope you all are doing well today. Just let me know in the chat box if everything is good to go. Good evening to you as well, Lovepreet. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? What about the rest? बाकी कैसे लोग? सब बढ़िया? कोई दिक्कत, problems, issues? Hmm? All good, everyone? Just give me a yes in the chat box if everyone is doing well. Everyone is excited, of course, for the session. Just give me a quick yes in the chat box so that I could know that we all are both available physically as well as mentally. Pratushutosh, Aman, Suhana, Ashwarya, all are saying yes. Okay. Lovepreet with a big yes. Rucha is also saying yes. That is great. So, I hope everybody knows about the program. Honeywell Future Skills Edge program. I hope this is not the first time of any one of you. Each and every one of us knows what Honeywell Future Skills Edge program is. Of course, a CSR initiative by Honeywell and implemented by Bharat Cares, focusing upon multiple things, and one of those are the future ready skills. Can anyone let me know what future ready skills are? What do we understand by those? Future ready skills. I hope अब तक तो पता लग जाना चाहिए सबको. Everybody already knows what future ready skills means, right or wrong? Just mention in the chat box. What do you understand by future ready skills? Take a moment to think. No worries. And just let me know in the chat box, what do we understand by future ready skills? No idea, team? पता नहीं सर, कुछ तो पढ़ाया था आपने, अब याद नहीं आ रहा. हाँ, is that so? No idea. What do we understand by future ready skills? सर ये तो आपने बहुत ही कठिन प्रश्न पूछ लिया. The question you asked was very difficult. The future ready skills means all the skills that you might need both in the present and the future to upskill yourself, maybe get a job or even start your own company. Who knows? So some of the session hygiene rules, and in these rules, one of them is not being followed. Which one? That is participating actively. Is that true, team? Are you participating actively, or is it just me who can't see your messages? You are messaging maybe Gaurav sir or Khushbu ma'am. Is that the case? Or unable to find the chat box? Sir, we don't know where the chat box is, so we can't write it. Yes or no, team? Shivam is saying, yes, sir, I am attending regularly. So you should participate regularly as well. Okay, Shubham, I need your answers continuously. I will be looking out for your name now. That whether Shubham is replying consistently or not. Okay, what about the West? Anyone who believes that he or she is attending the session with complete focus and attention? Anyone here who thinks and believes, yes, sir, I am attending all the sessions religiously by heart? Yes, sir, or no? Lovepreet is saying yes. Rishitosh Aman is also saying yes. Okay, then. Pooja is also saying yes, sir. So I want all of you to be participating actively in the chat box. So I'm going to ask you a ton of questions. Might even take few of the names. So we'll see who is active and who is inactive. So this is going to be the agenda for today. We'll be understanding what job readiness is, career guidance. Of course, you can ask me tons and tons of questions as well. What do we understand by resume? How to build it? How to build your portfolio? So majorly would be focused upon three things. That is your LinkedIn, getting referrals, resume, getting shortlisted, and interview, trying to get a job. I hope that is clear. And of course, we are going to cover the capstone project as well. So I hope that is clear with everyone. Just give me a big yes or a no. Okay. Shubham is saying yes, sir. Rucha is also saying yes, sir. Perfect. So what do you think is going to be on the next slide? Any guesses? Hana is also saying yes. Great. So who will be able to guess what is on the next slide? Okay, Rucha has given the answer. What about the West? Let's not reveal the answer. Let's rating ourselves out of 10. Okay, Shubham is saying rating yourself out of 10. So how fast and smart you are. Okay, Shubham. And what about the West? Any last guesses? क्या होगा ऐसा नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे? यस लवप्रीत, यू आर करेक्ट. So Lovepreet and Rucha are correct. Let's see. The next slide, of course, is the recap. Let's do it then. Who is going to help me figure out the topics that we covered in the previous sessions? What all topics you can remember from the domain of cyber security? I'm not limited to just one session. I'm just asking how much you know. Entire cybersecurity, whatever you have learned up until now. What were the topics? Anyone who remembers them? So Shubham has mentioned cloud, okay, and types. Yes, correct. Hacking and types. Yes, red teaming, blue teaming, penetration testing, also known as pen testing. Okay. Ruchai Singh, type of teams. Yes. Users. So we have admin, we have standard, guest user. Shubham says phishing. Okay. Let's add it to the slide. Rucha says QR is legitimate or not. So let's give that a name of pushing. Interesting. Shubham says malware attacks. Okay. What else do we have? Lovepreet is saying social engineering. Great. I can remember these topics covered in the session. What else do we have? Prashutosh Aman, privilege escalation. Yes. How to become the root user. Freya is saying cybersecurity laws. Sure. Nmap, some of the tools. OSI model. TCP and UDP. Good work. Internet as a service. No, infrastructure as a service. That's correct. Platform as a service. Software as a service. Correct. Lateral movement, OWASP top 10. Yes, Lovepreet. OWASP top 10. Lateral movement. Let's give that LM. We'll be short on space. Types of malware. Yes, malware has already been mentioned. Already done. Password is strong or not. Yes. Checking whether the password is strong. Then Kali Linux. Correct. Virtualization, Kali Linux, operating system. Cryptography. Why not? Let's see. Will we get enough space to write all the topics that you are mentioning? VirtualBox. Yes, Lovepreet. The process known as virtualization. Shubham is saying OS top 10 attacks. Correct. Any other topics that we can remember from the previous sessions? Still some space left. Maybe we can fill that in. What is web application? HTTP versus HTTPS. Okay, great work, Rucha. Any other topics? Lovepreet says PCP and UDP. I believe we mentioned that, or did we forget? Okay, let's mention it. Okay, we have already mentioned TCP and UDP. Never mind. Protocols, correct. IP address, yes. IP address, MAC address. Shubham privilege escalation, already mentioned. Lovepreet is saying information security. Right. Phew, only a little to no space is left. And how cyber attack happens? Yes. DNS, domain name system. Some of the protocols, including FTP, SMTP. Well done, Shubham. So I believe these were all the topics that were covered in the previous sessions. Of course, there were much more sessions, including much more topics as well. Not limited to just these, but yes. If you can remember all these topics, then yes, we are good to go with the basics and the fundamentals. Yes, Rucha is saying we also covered Wireshark. Even that tool has been successfully covered. Okay, I believe that is more than sufficient. Now we don't have any more space left to write down here. So I believe this is it. And great work, team. This is the participation I'm looking forward to. Keep the energy up. Keep giving the same consistent energy. तो क्या लगता है अगली स्लाइड पे क्या होगा? What it is that is waiting on the next slide for us? Any idea? Let's see who is the first person who can guess. Okay, Rucha is saying form. ठीक है. And what about the West? Shubham is saying baseline form. Lovepreet is saying baseline. Okay. So I believe everyone is on point. And here we are with the baseline form. And you know what the trend is? A 5-minute timer. How we can forget that? So the time starts now. And I believe there would be someone asking for a link that please share it in the chat box. So for those, I will do it right now. Yes, Mukesh is here. Finally. I was waiting for you, Mukesh, to ask the baseline link. You should participate actively, Mukesh, not just for asking the links, not just for the attendance, but also you should be active throughout the session. So the timer has already begun. So please complete it ASAP so that we can proceed to the next slides. Okay, Shubham, noted. Waiting for the rest of you. 3.5 minutes remains. Only 2 students up until now have completed scanning the QR code and filling up the Google form. Okay, now I can see a couple more. Great. So out of 32 participants, 5 have officially submitted the Google form. Let's wait for the others as well. Let's wait for your friends. Let's wait for the entire team and then we'll proceed to the next slide. Okay, Lovepreet, Shreya, Suhana, Shravari, perfect. Pooja, nice. Manshu, done. Great. Okay, so I believe 1/3 of the participants have filled the QR code. Half are done, half still left to go. And for the time as well, half has gone and half is left with us. 2.5 minutes, team. Let's fill it in quickly. After the timer hits 0, I will be forced to move to the next slide. The last 2 minutes. For those who have completed the Google form, they can make Maggie maybe. It said कि Maggie 2 minutes में बन जाती है. You can create Maggie under 2 minutes. So you can try that out. But for those who have still not filled, kindly do it ASAP, also known as soon as possible. For all those who didn't know what the full form was. Okay, Suhani, Daniel. Aishwarya, okay, Bhavana, Daniel, Harshit, Jyoti, Kashish, Lovepreet, okay. Who else are left? Manshu, okay, Mukesh, Oppo, Parul, Pooja, Preeti, Priya, Prashutosh, Aman, Reena, Rucha, Safia, Shravari, Shivani, Shreya, Shubham, Soumya, Spurthi, Suhana, Suhani, Vaishnavi, and Zeba. So I hope all of us are done with the Google form. Just last 40 seconds remaining. Come on, you can give me a yes in the chat box. Okay, Harshita, completed as well. Great. Less than 30 seconds remaining. And then we are going to proceed to the next slide. And the time is up. So let's get rid of the stopwatch and ask another question. What do you think is going to be on the next slide? That's an interesting question. Let's see who will be able to answer that. What do we have for the next slide? Any idea? Come on, come on, come on, try to get. Okay, Zeba. Let's see if you are correct or incorrect. Okay, Shreya has given the same answer as well. What about the West? Any idea? What do we have on the next slide? Two individuals have answered correctly. Here is the third one, Rucha. Yes. Let's see how fast and smart you are. So, what would be the weighting? Once again, the similar question. 1 10. 1 being the least fast and least smart, whereas 10 being the maximum, the fastest and the smartest person ever existing. Shubham is saying 7.5. Okay. What about the West? What do you think? Are you fast enough? Or are you smart enough? Or are you both 10 out of 10? Just message in the chat box and let everyone know. Come on, come on, come on. Zeba is saying 9. Okay. So up until now, Zeba is the most smartest and fastest. Suhana is saying probably 8. Okay. Manshu 9 out of 10. Here's the confidence. Mukesh is saying 10 out of 10. Perfect. Savri is saying 8. So let's check that out. Let's see how fast and smart we are actually. So here are some of the I am unable to read them. Authentication, two-factor, layer. Unable to make any sense of it. What do you think? What is the task here? Any idea? Prashutosh Aman is saying rearrange. Scrambled sentences to corrected. Okay, Zeba. Jyoti is saying arrange the jumbled words. Okay, got it. So again, we should have at least a timer so that we don't exceed more than 10 minutes. And for those who won't be able to see, Can we move it? Hmm. And the word has been hidden behind the timer itself. Rearrange the words to get a perfect sentence. Yes, Shubham. Okay, so the answers. We need the first one. Okay, Shreya. Let's wait for the answers now. Authentication layer. Okay, interesting. This is a bit difficult, I believe. What could it be? Authentication. Nope. Okay, Suhana has also given the answer. Shavari as well. Okay, let's try it out. Shivani as well. No, Lovepreet, that is incorrect. That is not the correct one. Let's try two-factor authentication. Yes, Zeba. Two-factor authentication adds. And I believe is hidden behind the stopwatch. Adds extra layers. Okay, off would be hidden behind that layer of security. So the first one has successfully been completed. Yes, two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security. Yes, Shubham, you are correct. Okay, let's wait for other answers. Take a moment, think. Yes, Daniel, you are correct as well. Now we are waiting for the answers of the second one. Prushutosh, give me the answer, not the numbering. It would be difficult for me to understand. Give me the complete sentence. Okay, Shubham. Suhana has also given the answer. Just the second one, team. First of all, try to solve the second one. Okay, I believe majority of you are saying the same thing. So Savri is saying before clicking suspicious links, always verify the sender. What if I start with always? Always verify the sender before clicking. Hmm, that doesn't make sense. Before clicking suspicious links, is that it? Always verify the sender before clicking. Okay, makes sense. Suspicious links. That is the answer all of you gave. Okay, great work. Now comes the third one. Always verify the sender and links. Always verify the sender is okay. Sender. No, that doesn't make sense, Manshu. The correct one will be always verify the sender before clicking suspicious links. Coming on to the third one. Let's see. Do we have the answers for the third one? Majority of you are. Okay. Shivani has maybe given. No, Shivani, we need the third one. Okay. Suhana is going ahead. Okay, here it is. Shubham has also answered the same. I can see multiple of you with the same answers. Okay. So let's try the one that majority of you are actually saying. That is never, okay, reuse. Never reuse passwords across multiple different accounts. Is that correct? Yes, it is. All of you answered the same. Great. Let's focus upon the fourth one then. The time left is 3.5 minutes. I believe we have ample of time to complete it. Okay. Shubham, Daniel, Shravari, Shivani all have given the right answer. Let me check the rest of you as well. Okay, Ziba. Okay, so let's give this one a try. It says avoid accessing, okay, sensitive information on public Wi-Fi network. Okay, on public Wi-Fi network. Is it the right one, team? Is it the same answer? Let's check. Okay, Shravari is saying yes, this is the right one. Rucha is also saying yes. Okay, so with that, we are left with 2.5 minutes. And we are left with the last one. This is going to be much more easier. This was a piece of cake for you, huh? We were able to complete well within the time. Let's focus upon the last one then. Okay, Shubham. Let me check the other answers as well to get the right one. Team, please help me with the fifth one. Just mention it in the chat box if you already know the answer. Update software regularly to patch security vulnerabilities. Okay, let's try that out. So, update software regularly to patch security vulnerabilities. To patch security vulnerabilities. Is that correct, team? Update software regularly to patch security vulnerabilities. Okay. So all five of them we were able to solve. So the score that we get is 10 out of 10 because we were able to solve all of the questions well within in time. So let's get rid of the timer. We no longer need it. Great work. Regularly update software to patch security vulnerabilities. Yes, Preeti. You are also absolutely correct. So I hope up until now, everything was easy. We already knew what to do and how to do. Daniel is asking, can you please tell about the certificate procedure? To get the certification, you have to register yourself on the LMS, the futureskillsedge.com. There you will get 8 milestones and have to complete them. The modules, the videos, the documentation, the quizzes, the assessments. After completing all of them, you will get your certification. I hope that is clear, Daniel. If all of you are facing issues with the LMS, please let me know. I can showcase it to you right now. Okay, let me show it to you then. Okay, yes, team, yes, I'm showing it to you. Don't worry. I believe all of us were having this problem. Okay, Harshita, okay, sure, definitely. Let me just share my screen. What you have to do, you have to search futureskillsedge.n. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. This is how the LMS looks like. This is really, really important. What you have to do, you have to click on enroll now. There are multiple options to enroll. If you go all the way down, there's an option of cybersecurity and AI. Of course, currently focused upon cybersecurity. So we'll click upon that, go to dashboard, and here it is. It says multiple badges, view learning plan, and all of the milestones I was able to complete. We'll discuss that, Sunny, don't worry. That's the agenda for today's session. So after covering all of the milestones, after completing all of the videos, what we have to do, there would be option to download certificate. Of course, you can share it on Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Twitter, Telegram, and much more. So if I click on download now, the certificate will be downloaded. Let me show it to you. And the certificate will look something like this. Got it, team? After completing the certification, your LMS itself will have the certificate for you. So you can download it, showcase on LinkedIn, of course, on your resume. It is a globally recognized certification. So it would be a good addition. I hope it is clear by everyone. Just give me a quick yes or a no. This is very important to get your certification. For all those who still haven't done it, please kindly do it. Yes, sir. But, sir, I can't see the download option. Okay. So, for all those who are facing challenges, facing problems, I will share you a mail ID as well. So that you can mention that you have already completed but still are unable to get your certification. In the everyone chat box, I have mentioned where you can send your queries to. Okay, we have some other questions as well. So can you please once again show how did you generated the certificate? Sure, Shubham. Let me quickly do it for you. So this is how the module looks like. Let's go a bit more back. Course name, different badges and stuff. So I'm going to go on view learning plan. There are multiple milestones here. After completed them, on the top, I can see the option of share and download certificate. It will automatically come. If it is not try to refresh it. If that also doesn't work, then of course, I have shared you the mail ID. Just mention your query over there and we'll resolve it and get back to you. So everything, yes. That QR code is for website. Which QR code, Rucha? The first QR code was attendance. Oh, the QR code on the certificate. That is to verify. Okay, sir, got it. Yes. Do we have to stick to a specific deadline? No. The course has been made according to individuals, so we are not fixing a specific date or deadline. But of course, the faster you complete, the sooner you will get the certification. So if it was up to me, I was looking for a job, I wanted to stand out of the crowd, out of the competition, then of course, I will try to complete it within a day or two. Okay, yes, yes. Sir, as I stuck on milestone 7, what to do there? Milestone 7 looks something like this. I open it up. There is a video. Let us say I watched the entire video, went to the ending, and the video was completed. It asks for a review, submit. It's completed, and then you can move to the next milestone. As simple as that. I hope it is clear by everyone. Just give me a quick yes or a no in the chat box. You can just upload and say everything is completed. Whatever you learned, you can share that in the assignment itself. Just make sure to complete the quiz, the videos, the PDFs, each and everything. I hope it is clear now. If still do we have any doubts, please let me know in the chat box itself. Okay, sir. Thank you. Great. Let's go back to our slide deck. So here is a question for you. Why the domain of cybersecurity is growing? Why it is said that cybersecurity has a very bright future as a career, as a job role, even in general? Any idea? Why do you think cybersecurity has become the must? Without cybersecurity, it is impossible to grow. Why it is said? Any guesses, team? Or are you guys still stuck at the LMS? Come on, come on. Give yes or no in the chat box. If there are still any issues, still queries, still doubts, please let me know. Sunny Singh. Okay, so there is an issue in milestone 7. Okay. Just do one thing. For all those who are facing issues in the LMS, you already have my LinkedIn. Just share me the screenshot, whatever issue you are facing. I personally will try to resolve as many as possible. Lovepreet is saying it protects us and our information in digital world from digital threats. Correct. Rucha is saying as systems are updating, information is increasing. We need to protect and secure our data. Of course, we are continuously shifting towards the era of digitalization. More computers means more data. Okay, Zeba. More information is vulnerable. Okay. And therefore, we require the need of cybersecurity. Shubham has also answered since the generation is shifting into the artificial intelligence and digital world, so the cybersecurity and related jobs are must to stop the data tampering, yes, and the attacks. Nowadays, everything is digital. So many frauds occur. That's why cybersecurity is required. Absolutely. So, in today's world, everyone has their mobile, of course, their laptop, even smart watches. So, this is something that everyone has. Just imagine a single person has these three devices minimum. Then your parents also have. Someone definitely would be having multiple mobiles, multiple laptops. So, each and everything is going digital. The more digital you go, the more attacks can happen. And more the attacks are, more you get the cybersecurity jobs. So as long as we are dependent upon technology, which is permanently, nobody can live without a smartphone. What do you think? Can you live a day without the smartphone? Without calling your loved ones, without checking the Instagram feed, without sending WhatsApp messages to your friend? Can you go 24 hours without your technical devices? Is that possible? Shreya is saying no, sir. So that's how much dependent we are upon technology. And that's why the field of cybersecurity is booming. And you know, the good part is that AI, artificial intelligence, is also at the rise. Now, AI also need to be protected. You can't leave ChatGPT or Gemini unsupervised, or else that AI is going to provide you information that is highly illegal. You can easily search how to hack a Wi-Fi, and that is going to be a problem. That's why cybersecurity is a must. Another example could be you just buy a brand new car, but without the locks, anybody can access your beautiful, your brand new, either it be Audi, BMW, whatsoever your dream car is, maybe Lamborghini. So that is why cybersecurity is booming. Some of the few examples. Digital India, all the data, all the information is stored on the systems. It can be the cloud, pen drives, solid state drives, your laptops, right? Yes, Preeti, rising digital dependence. That is correct. Okay, Sunny has a thought. Yes, just click on submit and upload assignments. That's it. Don't upload anything, just click directly on submit. Okay, Sunny? And you will be able to proceed to the next one. Then comes online banking. So we are all dependent upon UPI. How many of you still likes to carry cash? Or are we completely dependent upon our smartphones? For me, I do all the payments using UPI. So it can be Google Pay, Paytm, PayPal, complete dependency upon the UPI itself. Smartphones, yes, Daniel, UPI, completely dependent upon that. So online banking, UPI, and then comes cloud adoption. What do we understand by cloud? This is something that I have already covered. Let's see who can help me recall what cloud was. Jyoti is saying, sometimes I use cash, but mostly it is UPI. What about cloud? क्या लगता है? Cloud का मतलब क्या है? This is something that we covered day before yesterday in the most recent cybersecurity session. Can anyone help me revise and recall what cloud was? Thereby saying data accessed from anywhere and by anyone through internet, not anyone. Your data only you can access. Computer service used through internet, yes. The more we rely upon cloud, so our AWS, Azure, Google, these are some of the famous brands providing you the cloud services. You can store information on cloud. Yes, Rucha, absolutely correct. To internet pretty, yes. Yes, Rucha is saying no need to buy, we can rent some space. क्यों खरीदे क्यों इतना महंगा सर्वर खरीदे जब हम in a very inexpensive manner can rent a place. An empty space where our data is stored, yes. And lastly is AI expansion. Can you name some of the AI tools that you use in day-to-day life? The one is ChatGPT. This is something that I already know. What else? Other than ChatGPT? Gemini, okay. Any other tools that we use in day-to-day life or which you use? ChatGPT, Gemini, same answer. Perplexity, correct. इनके अलावा other than these three? Okay, multiple chats. Black box, Rucha is saying, Chika. Let's mention it. Let's see what else do we have. Shravri is saying cloudy. Okay, cloudy, whatever the pronunciation may be. Copilot by Microsoft. Okay, Zeba got it. Daniel is saying Chat GPT, CapCut, Gamma. Okay, let's see what about the West. Sunny is saying cloudy. Already mentioned. Shreya, Perplexity, got it. Shubham, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity. Okay, anti-gravity, yes. Shravam, yes, Shubham, that is correct. Suno AI. Okay, Lovepreet, that is great. Canva, even Canva has integrated some of the AI features. And the last message is from Suhani saying DeepSeek. So there are so many different AIs, of course. Each and every AI agent needs protection. बिना protection के anyone can breach inside and change the information that is provided to them. Shubham is saying Google collab. Okay. Preeti is saying AI vs Cloud, AI versus Cloud. Okay. So these were some of the reasons, of course, not all of them, why the domain of cybersecurity is continuously expanding. These are the most popular or the most major cybersecurity domain. First one is SOC analyst. What is the full form of SOC team? Any idea? SOC. किसी को पता है? SOC क्या होता है? Anyone here knows what is the meaning of SOC? SOC. Shubham is saying no, sir. ठीक है. And what about the West? Think. You must already know. Sunny is saying security operation analyst. पर वो तो SOA हो गया ना सनी वो तो इनकरेक्ट हो गया Preeti is saying system on chip. No, even that is incorrect. Yes, Rucha is absolutely right. The correct answer is security operation center. So basically, focus upon the blue teaming or the defense. That is SOC. Then comes penetration tester, also known as your one and only hacker. Standard occupational classification. No, Preeti, that is incorrect. Then we have GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. So let's understand GRC in a very short manner. So we have defense, we have offense. So blue teaming, red teaming, SOC, penetration testing. GRC is the backbone of cybersecurity. Why? GRC is focused upon the rules and regulations. I hope all of us remember the cyber laws. Yes or no? किस किस को याद है cyber laws? GRC is only for strong communicator. No, not limited to that. How many of us remember what cyber laws were? किसी को याद है? जिसने अटेंड करा वो सेशन, यस सर नो? सर अगेन आपने एक मुश्किल क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया. Is that so? Nobody remembers what the topic was. Zeba is saying I do have it written down. Okay, that is great. Shubham is saying gathering the information, scanning, implementing, backdoor, reporting. These are not the cybersecurity laws. This is the seventh phase of hacking, the cyber kill chain. That is used by penetration testing or by the hackers. So all the cybersecurity laws in which we covered, we can be sent to jail, we can be sent to prison, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and fines up to 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, and of course 10 lakhs as well, depending upon the severity of your crime. So all those rules are created under GRC, known as governance, risk, and compliance. So I hope that is clear. What do we understand by GRC? Just give me a yes or no in the chat box if it is clear or not. Ziba is saying yes. Rucha yes as well. What about the West? Suhana is saying yes. Okay. और देखते हैं बाकी क्या बोल रहे हैं. Manshu is also saying yes. Okay. Again, someone pinged. Lovepreet is saying clear. Okay. Then we have cloud security. Now, of course, again, there is a need to protect the cloud as well. Your Amazon Web Services, your Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, even though we are trusting them with our information, even they need cyber security. There is a need to secure each and everything. Cyber security, without this, you can't imagine a world. Then there would be endless crimes. And last but not the least, we have digital forensics. What do we understand by that? This is one of the interesting part of cyber security. किस किसको ऑलरेडी पता है क्या होता है साइबर सिक्योरिटी या क्या होता है डिजिटल फोरेंसिक्स इनसाइड साइबर सिक्योरिटी? एनी आइडिया? Police digital cell does okay, like finding the OSINT type, open source intelligence. Okay, Zeba is saying yes, almost correct, Zeba. So this happens after a crime has been committed. Just imagine Sherlock Holmes finding the clues, finding the evidence, figuring out what actually happened. Partially correct, Lovepreet. Majorly about post crime. After a crime has been committed, we need to find the culprit. That is where digital forensics comes in. Yes, evidence is also a good word. Finding evidence. So, majority of the cyber security crimes happen on the laptop while the hacker is sitting at his or her home or place. So we need to track him down. We need to track her down. We need to figure out what was the location, what was the crime, who is the actual hacker. So that all comes under digital forensics. So I hope that is clear. Just give me a yes or a no. अगर क्लियर है तो ऑफ कोर्स हाँ लिखो चैट बॉक्स में. राइट यस इन द चैट बॉक्स. अगर नहीं क्लियर तो राइट नहीं और नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. Richa is saying clear. Okay, Zeba is saying yes. व्हाट अबाउट द वेस्ट? सो गए सारे के हैं? जस्ट राइट यस so that I can know who all are awake, who are actually listening to the session. Okay, Sunny. Manshu is saying, repeat, digital forensics, post-crime, finding the evidence, just like Sherlock Holmes. Yes, 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 sir, got it. Okay, yes, clear. And last person is also saying yes. Okay, then let's move on to the next slide. Now, here are the roles where you can enter inside the domain of cyber security. Majorly, you begin with the defense side or the SOC analyst. L1 means the level, so L1, then L2, L3 and so on. जितना ऊपर जाते जाओगे उतना complex and difficult the role becomes. So of course, if you have no experience, you will begin with L1, IT security support, providing support or also known as system administrator. Providing support to the people, to the team inside your organization. VAPT intern. How many of you have actually heard this? What is VAPT? What is the full form of that? Any idea? कभी सुना है वर्ड VAPT? या फिर ये भी पहली बार सुन रहे हैं? Just mention in the chat box if we know and remember the full form of VAPT. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, getting multiple answers. Let's see who all are correct. Lovepreet is correct. And let's see who else. You missed a single word. Mudundri, Jyote Singh, first time heard, absolutely fine. Manshu is right. Sunny is incorrect. Rucha is correct. VAPT is vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. This is the full form, and for all those who haven't heard means उन्होंने LMS अच्छे से नहीं करा, उन्होंने वीडियोस चेकआउट नहीं करी, डॉक्यूमेंट्स पीडीएफ्स नहीं पढ़े, because this concept is explained in depth and in detail on the LMS. तो कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, it's absolutely fine. You can try it after the session is over. Get your certification. This will be a concept and topic that you have to go through. Yes, Preeti, absolutely right. And lastly is junior pen tester, also known as junior ethical hacker. This is a difficult role to get into, pen testing. Why do I say it is difficult? Because in the beginning, SOC analyst is the one that you have to understand. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Till the time we don't know how to defend. A very simple example. You can't break a lock. जो ताला होता है ना घर का दरवाजे के बाहर लगता है. You won't know how to break a lock that is outside your door until and unless you know how to actually lock your place. So, until and unless you learn how to defend against the attacks, you won't be actually attacking the other victim or the other individual or the other person. So I hope all the entry-level roles regarding cybersecurity are clear. yes or no in the chat box will help us understand कि clear हुआ, चमका या नहीं चमका. Let's see. Zeba is saying yes. ठीक है. Rucha, yes. Okay. Shubham is saying got it, sir. And what about the West? What about the West? Suhana is saying yes as well. Daniel is saying yup. Okay. Manshwa is also saying yes, sir. So let's proceed then. Next is the beginning of the LinkedIn and referrals. Why is LinkedIn very important and LinkedIn becomes the first step? Basically, we are trying to reach out to the people who are already in the industry. So if you are looking for a job, LinkedIn becomes the first place you need to begin with. Asking for the referrals. अब कैसे पूछोगे? सीधा बोलोगे कि सर जॉब दे दो. Sir or ma'am, please give me job. You can't say that. The message will look something along these lines. Of course, you can use AI as well. Hello, sir. Hello, madam. I am a cyber security student. I really admire your journey. Just go through the profile of the other person. Can you please help me? Can you please guide me? Can you please instruct me so that I can level up myself and get a job? You want to give it a try? What we can do is we can pick 1 or 2 LinkedIn account at max. तो जो भी पहले भेजेगा उसका हम LinkedIn account check कर पाएंगे. Out of all of you, whosoever send their LinkedIn account link quickly, so we can check that out and figure it. What are the things that we can improve? What are the things that are good? And also take that example in the class itself so that all of us, the complete team, can clearly understand it. So do we have any volunteers who would like to share their LinkedIn account? Okay, Sunny is the first one. Let's try it out. We'll share the screen as well. Just a second. Okay, I hope the screen is visible. This is the account of Sunny. So this would be a good demonstration. Okay, Shubham, next account will do yours and that's it. You two were the one to send the LinkedIn account quickly. For the rest, we can do it in a one-on-one session. So a professional profile photo, well done. Definitely can improve the cover photo because this is a very common one that we can find on Canva. A good introductory line, aspiring cybersecurity professional, ranked top 9% on Try Hack Me, and the other stuff. So great, you can remove this IT student at Sanjeevani College. We can already figure this out by seeing your education. So instead of that, you can mention other things. In your contact info, we have the email ID, and he is already connected with me. Great job. Then comes activity. So he commented 3 weeks ago. We have to be much more active. We have to post your certification. So as soon as you complete this Honeywell certification, I want you to post this on your LinkedIn account by tagging Bharat Care, CSR Box, Honeywell, and of course, you can tag your trainers as well, like me, then Sudhi, Gaurav, Khushbu, whosoever you remember, whosoever you think you want to give the credit to. That could be done. Then comes the education. See, December 2027 is the completion time. Some of the skills are video editing, Adobe, Photoshop, and that's it. You can add much more things, and about section is also missing. You should add a about section, Sunny. So that would be a quick review for this specific account. Let's check the other one, that is Shubham's account. So this is the account of Shubham. So first of all, four connections is a big issue. You should have at least 500 connections. The photo should be professional. There is no cover photo. Not good. Attended the college. It doesn't tell us anything about you. There would be 1,000, even 10,000 students who have attended this specific college. Nothing wrong with that, but that doesn't make you unique. That doesn't make you stand out of the crowd. Even the email ID is not your personal one. Please change that. Improve the connections. Your cover photo and your main photo should look professional. About section is missing and the rest is completely empty. So you have to work a bit hard, Shubham, on your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Let's check the last one then. That is Suhana. Let's try that out as well. And let's see, do we have up to the mark? Let's give it a second to load. Suhana is not connected with me, doesn't have a cover photo, no photo. So that's a red flag, not at all good. No about section, no headline. So that's a big issue. And nothing in the contact info, no email ID or anything like that. Activity was the post 1 month ago. That too, the games, Zip and Mini Sudoku. Education is perfectly mentioned. There is one certification that is great. But for the rest, as I said to Shubham as well, you have to work a lot. Headline, professional photo, cover photo, about section, and so much more. So I hope that is clear. Okay, no worries, Suhana. The thing is, you have to work. You just have to add a professional photo and a cover photo. You can start with that. Then add a unique trait about you. As simple as that. So, in short, in summary, these are the points that we covered: a professional photo, a clear headline. Your skills should be added, your about section, all the projects that you have made, you can list that as well. And of course, why not add certifications as well? So I hope it is clear by everyone. Just give me a yes or no. जिसको समझ आ गया how to improve the LinkedIn profile. We are not going into depth because there are other things that we need to cover. Suhana is saying yes. Okay. Sunny clear, sir. Jyoti is saying yes, sir. Okay. Suhani, yes. Yashnavi, yes. Okay. Zeba is saying yes, sir. Clear. Lovepreet is also saying clear. Okay. Then comes resume and portfolio building. What do we do in the resume? We just add theory. There is no proof. There is no percentage. There are no numbers. How should our resume look like? It should have a clear objective, a skill section, profile section, of course, your projects, certifications, your skills, the tools, the knowledge that you have, and the hobbies as well. Varsha, we are no longer checking the LinkedIn request. We already did it. But you can connect with me on LinkedIn and there I can give you suggestions. We can maybe have a 15-minute Google Meet where I can review your profile. Okay. Currently, we are a bit short of time. We have to cover lots and lots of things. Okay. So, how should our resume look like? So, let me give you an idea regarding that as well. Let's cross this. There are multiple templates that are available online. Professional resume templates. So, we'll be looking for a single column resume that looks professional. So, we'll just choose any random website. You can use Canva as well. That is absolutely fine. So let's figure out a template that looks professional. We are not looking for a double column one. A single colon is perfect, just like this. We are trying to find a simple, minimalist resume that shows all the skills clearly. So something like this, maybe. Let's try this out. Okay, so it is actually asking to write all the details and stuff. We just want an overview. Where did it go? A single page is more than sufficient. As a fresher, as someone who is trying to get an internship, maybe a one page resume is more than sufficient. So something like this. On the top, it would be your name. Then you can add your phone number, email address, and LinkedIn account. A summary about you, all the skills that you have. If having experience, then well and good. If not, then instead you can mention your projects. Education will come on the top after the skills, you can mention it. And then comes the languages, and you can end it with the hobbies. I know that was a bit quick, but those are the things that you need to take care of in the resume. So I hope that is clear by everyone. I hope you noted it down. Of course, you can see the recording as well. If anything that you missed out, it will be available on the YouTube. Future skill set, you can search that up and you will get the YouTube page, or you can say the YouTube account. तो अभी तक सब क्लियर, सब बढ़िया. Sir, when we have to mention our education and academics journey like in the resume, okay. Let me showcase it to you once. Just a second. So after the summary, you can mention the education, then the skills, then the experience or the projects, then the certifications, then the languages, and then the hobbies. Varsha, please share your LinkedIn profile link. Okay. The LinkedIn profile link. Okay. Just give me a second. Here it is. Copy, everyone, paste, done. So I hope now it is clear by each and every one of you. Your LinkedIn, of course, and the most important part after LinkedIn, after getting the referral, is the resume. Because nobody is going to ask you introduce yourself. Everyone is going to say, please share your resume with us. So I hope that is clear. Just give me a quick yes or a no in the chat box if it is clear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, okay, okay. Trying to give you as much knowledge, as much information as possible. It is the last session of this PBL2. But of course, you have the LinkedIn, so we'll be connected there. Okay. This is the structure that we followed. As I told you, name and contact in the beginning. Then the summary, your education. So wherever you completed your graduation. If not, then when you are going to complete it. With all the dates, of course. The skills. So technical, soft skills, you can mention both of them. All the projects that you have completed if you don't have this experience. And in the end, you can mention certifications, languages, and your hobbies as well. So that is the structure that we have discussed. And you can use the star method. So whenever someone asks you a question, maybe in the interview, you can use this method known as star. So first of all, explain the situation. So let us say I was the team captain in the cricket team in my college. The task was to win the championship. So what I did was I made a collaborative effort with my complete team, focus upon the weaknesses, and powered through the strength. And the result was I and my team all together were able to win that world championship. So that is one of the example that you can use in communication so that you can quickly pass the interview. Now, this is the important thing: presentation and visualization. This is basically how you showcase your knowledge, even your PPTs, to everyone. How does it look like? It looks something along these lines. So, if you are presenting your cybersecurity project, you have to mention the problem statement first. What you actually solved. Is there a novelty behind that? If not, then you have to figure out what is the meaning. What was the reason to build it? The risk, the impact. What were the things that you were actually trying to solve? All the tools and technologies used. So maybe it was a hackathon, so you have to mention the tech stack. Then comes the actual demonstration. After you have explained the why is the most important, why you actually build it. Because there would be many teams just building anything, maybe trying to just copy and paste from GitHub as well. So you have to focus upon the why. Then comes what you actually build. That is the demonstration. And conclusion is how you build it. What were the challenges that you faced? What were the things that you were able to solve? And you're, of course, give credit to your teammates as well. So all those who were there in that project, if it was a solo project, make sure to mention it. And of course, the duration that it took you to create that specific cybersecurity project. So these are some of the key points. Please feel free to ask any questions if you have right now in the chat box itself. If everything is clear, you know what to do. Just mention a yes in the chat box. These are some of the topics that are really, really important. That's why you need to have a clear understanding of all of them. How should a PPT look like? This is on the easier side. Use as much diagrams as possible. For me, I love to draw. So I directly use this pen to write on the PPT itself. Use flowcharts. Avoid too much text. As you can see, all of the slides doesn't have much text. I just use bullet points to explain. It is just for my okay. It was just for my clearance, for my understanding. Minakshi is saying about demonstration. Please explain, sir. It is just how you are demonstrating your project. We are going to have a practical as well right now. In that, you will be able to understand that. Using screenshot, even this is something that is going to come in the future slides, and highlight key points. For me, the text is very little to actually highlight, but yes, these are some of the points that you can use to actually create a good slide deck. If you feel ever in your life, maybe in 1 month, 10 months, 1 year, 10 years, who knows? If you are facing any issues, if you have a presentation, exam, or anything that you need help with, definitely you can reach out on LinkedIn as well. That's absolutely fine. I will be more than happy to review the work, help you out, maybe schedule a meet as well. Of course, why not? So, when you were a fresher, what were the projects that you worked on? So, some of the projects were related to cyber hygiene, how to build the habits regarding it. Then, of course, the most common one was the phishing simulator. And also, there were some of the full stack projects as well that were not completely related to cybersecurity. Parul is asking what should we make in project. We'll be coming to that in a minute. These are some of the entry level certifications. So CompTIA Security Plus, EC Council, CEH, Cisco, CCNA, ISACA, ITF Plus. These are some of the entry level certifications. Of course, they are paid. These certifications are not free. These are paid certifications. But does that mean we should avoid them? Absolutely not. These paid certifications are just like an investment. These are the certifications that sit on the top for the entry level or for the beginners. Of course, these are not inexpensive. They are priced on the higher side. And the reason is for those who actually are serious about cybersecurity, Only those will pick this certification, will invest their time, will invest their money, and of course, the return would be as good as the investment. Once you get the certification, whenever you give your resume to someone and he or she sees you have done CompTIA Security Plus, you are halfway hired. You are already 50% hired. The rest 50% is your communication and showcasing that yes, you actually have the knowledge to these certifications as well. Interview cracking, of course, your knowledge plus practice, communication and consistency. It's not just about a single day preparation. Each and every day, focusing just 1 hour, maybe revising your communication skills, talking in the mirror, and of course, going through the technical part. So, the structure would look like beginning with the introduction. You have to first of all introduce yourself. So, that is the fixed one. Then, the hard skills. These are the technical skills. So, if someone asks you, what is CIA? You should be able to tell CIA means confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Soft skills are the other types. Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Or what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? All those comes under your soft skills. And of course, once the interview is about to close, about to commence, they are going to ask you, is there any question from your end, from your side? So always be prepared for some of the questions regarding the company, maybe the atmosphere, their experience. And in the end, of course, you should be very humble, show some gratitude, give compliments because who doesn't like compliment? Everybody wants to hear something good about them. And that's how a structure of an interview will look like. This is a very simple, very common method. There is not much to explain. We already know. If any of us has given even a single interview, we already know how the structure is. But you have to showcase yourself differently. How will you do it? Dressing up well, showing confidence, being good with communication, and having good knowledge about the domain. So I hope up until now everything is clear. Just give me a quick yes or a no. Or if you have any doubts, please let me know. Anything that you feel is difficult. Or if everything is clear, then of course you can give a yes in the chat box. Shubham is saying all clear. Zeba is saying yes. Minakshi, all clear. Parul is saying all clear as well. Okay, that is great. So I hope it is the same for each and every one of you. So there won't be any questions. Okay. Okay. So these are some of the common mistakes that candidates make. Even I made some of them. Faking experience, not actually worked, but still trying to fake, trying to lie in your resume. Copy pasting the projects from the GitHub, not having the basics and the clarity on the fundamentals, poor communication. Now, all these four are fine, but the fifth one, cheating, is a big problem. If you are caught cheating, you are going to be blacklisted. So, what I would suggest is please, please, please never try to cheat in the interview. It is still okay, still acceptable to lie a bit in your resume. So instead of saying you conducted 10 lectures, you can mention you conducted 15 lectures. That is acceptable. But if you have no experience and mention that you have conducted 100 sessions, then you are going to get in a big problem. And cheating is something that is unacceptable irrespective of what the domain is. Either being interviews or your exams as well. Got it? So now we can focus. How do even anyone can cheat in interviews, sir? There are multiple methods, Suhana. I don't want to discuss them. This will just provide you ideas. So it's okay. If you don't know, how you can actually cheat in the interview. It's good. If you already knew, then of course you should avoid it. With that, we can finally move to the capstone project. The project itself is on the easier side. I will help you install it because installation is the most difficult part. But as soon as you have installed, I will tell you the basics, how to use it, and then we'll be good to go. So just let me know once we are ready so we can begin with the capstone project. Are we ready? Actually do the practical, actually focus upon the capstone project. Up until now, everything was related to the career readiness. For detailed information, definitely you can reach me out on LinkedIn. Yes, you can. I will definitely accept it. But for the time being, shall we proceed with the capstone project? Just give me a yes in the chat box if we are ready. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Come on. Yes. Yes, ready. So the prerequisites, what are the prerequisites? Definitely there are some. One of the prerequisites is the virtual box. Let me mention that in the chat box as well. What are the things we'll be needing? We'll be needing a virtual box used for virtualization. Then, of course, we'll be needing Kali Linux. That would be the operating system. Then comes Acunetics. This is the tool that we are going to use. So how does it looks like? If I search Acunetics, this is the vulnerability management tool. A tool used to find the weaknesses in the system and much more: patch management, security configuration, web server hardening. And this is a paid tool. As you can see, explore 30 days of free unlimited access now. But what do you think? Is there a way to get the complete tool for free as well? Yes or no? क्या लगता है पॉसिबल होगा? For all those who will be attending actively, उनको तो पता लग जाएगा. So I will be sharing you a list as well. I will be sharing this in the chat box. I will show it to you as well. But old version, okay, it's not going to be old, don't worry. I have shared the list in the chat box. I will share it. I will showcase this here as well. These are the commands that we are going to follow to actually get the tool and install it on our system. So it is already shared with you. The first one is the drive or the folder that you open it and you are going to find a folder having multiple different documents. What we are going to do, we are going to download this folder as it is. Now, we don't have to download this folder in the Windows machine. Instead, we need to download this inside our Kali Linux operating system. So let me show it to you how it looks there. I hope the operating system Kali is visible to all of you. Just give me a yes or a no if it is visible to all of you. Okay, Suhana is saying yes. Shubham is saying yes as well. Meenakshi is saying yes. Suhani is saying yes. Okay, another question, Charan is also saying yes. How many of you have actually installed Kali Linux inside your virtual machine? For all those who have actually did it, they can parallelly try these commands side by side and we can do it together. For all those who are still facing any difficulties, still unable to figure out, then of course you should figure that out. अगर तब भी issue आ रहा है, then you can definitely reach out to me. Time has expired. Oh, let's give Kali the password. Kali itself. This is the machine itself. Let's get rid of that for the time being. But can I do it on Fedora? Yes, you can. Let's copy the HTTP link, the drive link, paste it over here, press enter. Let's give it a second. Here is the folder. It's a bit slow on the Linux machine as we are running it inside the virtual box. So we need to click upon download all. Download all करने के बाद कैसा लगेगा? Let's see that as well. That is the first step to download it. After downloading it, of course, you can go from the terminal as well as the graphical user interface. So here, downloads, Acunetix Linux. ऐसे zip file download होएगी. So to extract it, you will click on right click and extract here. After doing that, this folder will appear and it will have all the files that were available on the Google Drive. That is the step number 1. कितनों को clear हुआ? Just open the Google Drive. The link has already been shared. Open your Kali Linux, paste the drive link there, download the entire folder and extract it. That is the first step. Zeba is saying clear. Okay, what about the rest? Karan is saying clear. Shubham is also saying clear. ठीक है, first step has been completed. उसके बाद क्या करना है? The next thing that we need to do is open the terminal. Okay, this is how your terminal will look like. You can write who am I to figure out what the user is. It says I am Kali. Okay, so what was the next command? The next command was to first of all figure out where our actual tool has been downloaded. Let's press ls. Not here. Sorry, here. ls. So this is the downloads folder that we want to get into. So these are all the commands that we have covered. cd space downloads, press tab to autocomplete, enter. Again ls. So here is the folder that we want. How to go inside that folder? cd Acunetix, press tab, again enter. ls again, and here is the acunetix.sh file. This is the file that we are going to execute. But how is this file going to execute? Here comes the point number 2. On the point number 2, this is a command that we need to run. chmod plus x to make it executable, and star means all of the files. Press enter. This is saying specifically of install.log is not permitted, but for the rest, they have turned into the green color. So that is a good sign. So what is next? The next is to execute this sh file. How to do it? We'll first of all get the root privilege, that is sudo. Sudo what? Sudo bash. And then the name of the file, acunetix. Press tab, it will autocomplete. And we'll press enter. Password, there you go. And the installation will begin. It asks, please read all the license agreement you must accept. Press enter to continue. Here is the complete terms and conditions that we are agreeing to. Do you accept the license? If we click on no, then we won't be able to proceed. So by default, the answer is yes. So it is saying by default, Acunetics will be installed here. And it says there is already Acunetics installed on your system. Do you want to upgrade it? The answer would be no, because already I have installed this. So there is no need. But this is how it is going to look like if you press Y and press enter. So here it is starting to upgrade or install it. So I hope up until now everything is clear. So now I pressed yes just to showcase it to you. There was absolutely no need. So we are installing it once again. It will take a couple of minutes. In the meantime, you can just give me yes or a no. Is everything clear up until now? Shubham is saying yes. Okay. See, it is automatically installing all the files, all the dependencies that are required for it to work properly. We'll give it a second here to install everything. You can try it side by side as well, of course. No worries. Let me check. Do we have any other questions? All clear? Yes, sir. Fine. Okay. So this is saying everything is done. Everything is completed. The next step is the command. The fifth one, we will just copy and paste it as it is. Press enter. Then copy and paste the sixth point and press enter. And now we are done with all of the first 6 points. Zeva is saying I have a problem with the virtual machine not starting up. Do one thing, take a screenshot and send it on my LinkedIn account so that we could know what actually the problem is. Perfect. The next point is the seventh one. Let's copy that, paste it here, and press enter. This will help us check the status. It says enabled and running. If it was not, if by chance, if it was not running, you could have mentioned service Acunetics start. That is going to be the 8th point. Now that we know everything is up and running, what we are going to do, we are going to copy the link on the 9th point. https://127.0.0.1. So let's go on to the browser and paste it right here. Press enter. And this is how the sign-in page will look like. So whenever you are installing it for the first time, it will ask you to create an email ID and give it a password. You can write any email ID, whichever you want to register with, and any password. It doesn't specifically have to be the password of your email ID. Any password works. So we'll just mention the password that we already set it up. Keep me signed in and click on login. It says invalid login credentials. Okay, no worries. Let's fix that. Now try to log in. And here it is. This is how the dashboard will look for all of you. And this is the place where we have actually installed Acunetics and we can use it completely for free. So this was the most important part. From now on, we'll be just using the tool. So please let me know, were you able to follow? Is everything clear or do we have any sort of doubt? From here on, the tool is going to be very self-explanatory. तो अभी तक जितना भी हमने करा, is that clear? Do you want to give it a try? Do you want me to wait for a minute or two? Parul is saying clear, sir. और बाकी सो गए और still present? Shubham is saying yes, clear. Rucha is also saying yes, clear. What about the West? Zeva understood. ठीक है. So here, how to use the actual tool. There are multiple things. This is the dashboard that we have opened. If you click on the hamburger icon, it is going to shorten up. But if you come back, it will show all the details. The vulnerabilities that we were able to find, all the scans and the reports. First of all, you have to choose the target. These were the one that I did in the past. So here is the option of add targets, multiple or target groups. Let's add a single target. Now here is the option to add address. तो अब यहाँ पे क्या डालें? घर का एड्रेस डालना है कि कोई और एड्रेस डालना है? Any idea? What's the address that we have to mention here? IP address. Yes. अब टारगेट का IP एड्रेस कैसे पता लगेगा? Any idea? Is there a way to figure out IP address of the target? And of course, this is a disclaimer to all of you. Please do it. No settings, Rucha. There is a command that we are going to show, or I am going to show. But yes, please don't try it on some other person device. You can attack your Metasploitable machine. Yes, Rucha, CMD. You can attack your Metasploitable machine or your own device. How to do it? Let's open another terminal. We don't want to close this terminal. Here is the new terminal for us. So let's write a command known as net discover. So it will ask the root privileges, I believe. So I will just copy and paste it to all of you so that you can also use this command. Let's click enter. See, you must be root to run this. So what is the solution to that? How to become root? Any idea? किसी को आता है यहाँ पे हम root user कैसे बन सकते हैं? Yes, Zeba. Sudo. Yes, Sun is also right. If we give it sudo su, then permanently जो भी हम इसके बाद commands लिखेंगे will be root user. So see, instead of Kali Kali, now it says root Kali. So now if we try net discover and press enter, here we are going to get all the IP address that are on the same network. Let's give it a moment to figure out what are the other IP address that are on the same network. See, we are finally getting some of the IP addresses that are on this specific network or the router. So what you can do, pick any one target which you like. So let us say 192.168.29.1. What we can do, let's go back at target 192.168. Okay, num lock is on. .168.29.1. Description, let us give the name test4. Then there is an option. Am I audible, team? Zeba is saying, sir, you aren't audible. Is that so? Can somebody confirm? Am I audible or not? Okay, no worries. Thank you, team. Okay, great. I got scared for a moment that I'm not audible. Okay, okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shreya. Yes, got it. Yes, Manshu. Thank you. So we'll click on the save button on the top right. It says target created successfully. Now, here are some of the options. Business criticality low, normal, high, or critical. Depending upon how severe is the scan. I will say normal. Scan speed, fast, moderate, slow, slower. Will by default keep it on fast. Leave everything as it is. These are all the things that it will be showing to you. No need to change anything. Just click on the button scan. Now the type of scan, high risk vulnerabilities, cross-site scripting, SQL injection, weak passwords. There's so many. Let's go for the full scan. Do you want a report? None. And you can schedule it as well. In the future, you can set up a time. At what specific date and what specific time do you want to schedule this scan? So you can just click upon instant and create the scan. And now as you see, it begins the scan. Now, see, here all the vulnerabilities will be shown. Here will be the site structure, all the events. Let me stop it for the time being. Yes, the voice started sudo copy license. You missed those commands. Definitely, you can review the recording of this video so you can figure out what were the actual topics that you missed. But yes, from the scan, you can get the vulnerabilities, the structure of the site, all the events that took place. Here are some of them. The time it's wrong because the Linux itself, the virtual machine, is running on Thursday, 19th March in the morning. So that's why it is giving the solutions or the creation at that specific moment of time. So in the vulnerabilities page, you can find the vulnerabilities if you found any. All the scans will be shown here. The documentation. So I hope everything up until now is clear. How to use the tool, how to start the scan, how to get the tool for free in the Linux system, and of course, all the commands that we have that has already been shared in the chat box itself. Outs definitely will be catered over the LinkedIn itself, so don't need to worry about that. And yes, the recording will be available on the YouTube. Quickly. So Parul, I hope the installation process was clear. The complete links and the methods are provided in the chat. And how to do it was go to the targets, add a target, add the IP address, add the description, give you other options, keep it by default, and you can just start the scan. Once you try it out, you will get to know if still you will be facing any issues. I will be more than happy to resolve them. We have already connected. I believe all of us have already connected. No need to submit this project, but if you think you can, then why not? You can share the screenshots, create the documentation, and you can share it in the milestone where it asks the assignment. Just give me a yes or no if everything is clear or not. Just do it quickly, team. Clear, sir. It's absolutely fine, Sunny. No worries. Rucha is saying yes. Shubham is saying yes, sir. Everything is clear. So we need to quickly head back to where did this QR code. So this will be used to mark the attendance of course. So quick clear. Just a second. Here is the link of baseline as well. So everything now is available in the chat box. You have the baseline, end line, all the commands, even my LinkedIn account, plus the email IDs, honeywellh.com, futureskillsets.com. If you have any queries regarding to LMS, if there is something that is unable to be resolved, inline form submitted. Sir, Shubham, let's wait for the other teammates as well. Rucha is saying done, sir. Okay. Let's give some time to the other people as well. Ziba, done, sir. Suhana saying done. Okay, four are done, four are completed. Teju is saying done as well. What about the West? Take a moment to complete the Google form, no worries. Parul is saying done as well. Is giving a thumbs up. Okay, so 10. Shreya done, sir. Suhani done as well. Okay, majority of you have completed. Yeah. The will certificate be generated. As soon as you complete all the 8 milestones, the certification is going to be given to you. Yashwani is saying yes. Ankit is saying done. Minakshi is saying done. Sunny saying, but now still get. I didn't get you, Sunny. What are you saying? Manshu is giving a thumbs up. Great. You will get the certification once all the 8 milestones are completed. So, the second last slide is always the recap. So, what were the topics that we covered in today's session? Means I have completed all completed, but project is under review. Okay, give it 24 hours if it is saying it is under review. After that, you can continue with the eighth milestone. List of the topics that we have covered. Come on, come on. The rest of you were also the part of the session. It was not just Shubham. Just let me know once we are done. Okay, then. So I believe that was it for the recap as well. So, of course, can't see you in the next class, but definitely we'll see you in the next class that we can personalize, let us say 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depending upon whatever the doubt is. So, of course, we can do that. Okay, sorry. That is something that I can't answer here. Okay, Ankit. So, I hope everything was clear in this session as well. Yes, this was the last session for the PBL project based learning 2. For all those who want to stay connected, of course, already are connected with me. So, not sharing the LinkedIn account over and over again. So, yes, if there are any questions, any queries, please let me know. Yes, Ankit, it's the last session for this PBL2. We'll definitely come back for the PBL3 as well in the near future, very soon. Don't worry about that. Certificate will be issued after you complete all the milestones in the LMS, which we already discussed. So, yes, let me check for any other questions or doubts. Shubham, that was a great journey. Got to learn new things. Thankful, miss your sessions. Don't worry, you won't miss me. We'll stay connected on LinkedIn. Don't worry. Yes, all the best for your future team. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Take care, everyone. Thank you once again. Yes, Sunny. It was an amazing journey, of course. Ankit, give your LinkedIn. I have already shared it. Okay, let me share it again just in case. Here you go, Ankit, in the everyone chat box. I hope you can see it. Yes, Shubham. Yes, Shubham. Bye. Have a good day as well. Ankit, I hope you got it. Yes or no? No other questions. Ankit, your question is the last one. Okay, yes. So Bye, everyone. Take care. All the very best. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you all. And we'll meet very soon. Bye bye. Thank you.